show from Admirals with my lovely new moderator in the back, Nasty. Good morning. Welcome here in this morning show. I'm really happy to have you here and as my support in my back. Thanks a lot for your support. So to everybody here on YouTube as well, and we stream this show on YouTube. You can subscribe the button in the right corner. You can give us a like if you want. So I do it. I like myself. Okay, that's good. You have to be grateful for yourself because you have good seats, because now you're on this show. That's really cool. So if you want to leave a comment, you can do this also below this video. So look, I love this shirt, Admirals. That's cool, right? And it fits for me. So the last one was a little bit tight and it was a little bit, yeah, not my size, but this is really cool. I love it, by the way. Okay, so let's stream my chart and we start with the upcoming events. Okay, so let me check it out. So the chat and participants here. Great. So here we go. Now let's see. Plamen, good morning. Uwe, Anton, good morning. Nice to meet you here. Thanks for the mentoring. I will come up with an email today or maybe tomorrow. You know, one-man show. Everything needs time. Thanks for being here. Okay, so what do we expect today? It's Thursday. So yesterday we had the great decision in USA. It was a kind of non-event. There's nothing new. So just they announced that they maybe will rise the rate decision a little bit higher, maybe this year, maybe early next year. So not really. It was a little bit weak for the US dollar. So however, not a real kind of non-event, by the way. Okay, so feel free to ask in the chat on Zoom and on YouTube here. If it fits to the show, then I will give you an answer. And if I can, of course, I will give you an answer. So what do we expect today? Here you see that's the slide. For today, we have a couple of interesting events today. First of all, Germany flash PMI in around 1 hour. Swiss bank monetary, but the most important thing today is this one. UK interest rate decision, we expect this. Actually, they will leave it at, the forecast is 0.1. So, but we have assets, they are affected by this. So first of all, the FTSE, Euro, British pound, and stocks 50 maybe. So, and this is interesting if you have a real account on Admirals. So I would suggest please open this one, open a real account, put some deposit in it, and you can follow all my trades literally. And then you have access to this premium analysis here, for example, like latest sentiment, such things, and all that what is really important for you. So I would really suggest that you open a real account at Admirals. Great trader, in my opinion, one of the best trader ever, especially here for Europe and all the rest of the world too. Really cool spreads. So there is, in my opinion, nothing to complain because we can talk about everything. Okay, so that's the events for today. And it's about 1 o'clock this German time PM. Okay, cool. So today is Thursday. Let me give you this hint to this side, achieve more with copy trading. If you are looking for a cool trader, because I'm not, so just another one maybe, Paul maybe, or Jens, then you can follow those guys by copy trading. Or if you think your trades are really, really cool and everybody should follow you, then join this site, achieve more with copy trading. Cool. And maybe So I know as a trader, sometimes we feel kind of lonesome and lonely at home because we cannot ask someone, is this trade cool? Do I fit to the rule? Do I stick to the rules? Whatever. We have a solution, guys, with Admirals together. We have this lovely trading room here, Dowhow Live Trading Room in English. It's on tradersyard.com. It's free access. Look, we are almost 250 family members there, and there is the description. So for me, the most important thing is that, where is it? Here, we treat each other with deepest respect and kindness because we're working on the same goal, yeah? And we trade the 4 magic rules based on the Dow approach, nothing else, yeah? If you want to trade the other rules, then you can do it, but not in this room. Just a clear structure, okay? Then I invite you, and I would be really happy if you spend your time. You can ask whatever is in your mind regarding to trading. Let's see the trades. So first of all, maybe you remember, I told you for the rest of the week, we will reach the point of control. So actually, in future, the point of control is a little bit lower, 15,704. Here in CFDs, it's a little bit higher, 15,738 euros by one future contract. But however, I'm quite sure finally we will reach it, because if you really think it through, the point of control is one of the less guarantees you have as a private trader. You know, if you cannot work with guarantees, you have to work with probabilities. So, but there are 2 guarantees for us as private traders. So first guarantee is that we reach all the time the point of control if we are in a green zone. Yeah, because there's only just one exception. And the exception is when the market moves the point of control to another price. But then you can see it by this volume. This is interesting. And you see, that's another proof that that's a cool stuff to work with the point of control. So the other one, a trend continuation, you can see it here, is always more likely than a trend break. So where were our entries? So first entry was here. Second entry, possibility, was first that one, but that was in the middle of the night. And the third one was yesterday here roundabout. You see, first breakout, second trend continuation, really, really cool. So, and if you stop judging the trade on the right side of the chart, just handle your money management, then you can let it run. And this is what brings you money in your accounts. This is your kind of guarantee for your own trading success. Yeah. In what situation should we move stop loss behind each candle? Oh, there are no rules, guys. That's just a kind of trade management. To be honest, this is not explained in a session like this one. This is a kind of deep coaching because it's a personal stuff. As always, I say trading is a very personal stuff. There is no answer in general when you should trail a stop bar by bar, or it's a kind of working style. You have to figure out by yourself or with your mentor if you have one. Let's switch to the hourly chart. And in hourly chart, I made a trade, and it was a profitable trade, by the way. So, but yeah, maybe now in the look back, you would say, okay, why did you get out? Because look, you lose money. No, I didn't lose money because I made money. I was speculating because I had my entry in the night here. I had my pending order here. So, because I know I don't want to miss the first possible entry. So they get me in. Then I reached my point 2. I sold already half the position. And then, because, you know, it's depending on my account, I have to trail my stop loss. That was the plan, not to lose money after I reached the point 2 and I fulfilled the hit quote. So in this case, in a look back, it looks really stupid. And so why did you get out? I can tell you that was my plan. And I have to follow my plan. So if you are really deep in profit, then you can handle your stop a little bit more free. But if you are in a drawdown phase like me, then you have to work closer at the market. And in this case, it looks like really stupid, but sometimes it is like this, like that. So the most important point is you have to follow your plan. And next time, I promise, the price is going lower and lower and lower, then you say, thanks God, I did it. Yeah. In this case, it looks like stupid, but this is the plan. And you cannot predict what happens on the right side. That's the point. This is why I always used to say, follow your plan. That's the point. Sometimes it works for you, sometimes it doesn't, or it didn't work for you. So, but I made a profitable trade, and that's the point. So let's go through the rest of our focus charts. And this is Dow Jones in hourly chart and in 4-hourly chart. So let's see. In the hourly chart, there is, just a kind of trend. Yeah, and by the way, back to the point of control. But to be honest, guys, it's not a valid trend right now. It's not a valid trend. Move, correction, and you see no close above that point too. So no trend, no trade. That's the point. Let's see crude oil. And in crude oil, there is indeed a kind of trend. And this down, move, correction, move, not really. So sorry. It's more this one. So just waiting for the correction, and then you can go on. Then it's Euro USD we need, Euro USD. So that's the hourly chart. Yeah, still a downtrend, you see, still downtrend. Still downtrend. So this, the downtrend still going down. So just let it go. The positive part is we are deep in a green zone. Point of control is quite far away, which means we have to wait for kind of doing this one. And then we can go up. Yeah, in the hourly chart, you have to wait, stay on the sideline. And then let's see the same one in the 4-hourly chart. And in 4-hourly chart also, there is no trend. It's the same like in hourly chart. So we have to wait if we have a close, a clear close above the last 0.2. And then you can make it, think about the next correction, then it's possibility there. In crude oil in 4-hourly chart, yeah, also the main trend is keep going. And it seems the secondary downtrend is not working for me. So I don't have a trade, by the way. And yeah, unfortunately, they got me out punctually here. And now the trend is continuing, but there was no more entry because it was the 5th trend arm, by the way. And I'm within the red zone, so just let it go. But there's another option, guys. And I want to show you this in daily chart. So maybe if you want to trade, if you want to make a trade in the daily chart, that's really cool. So just look at this one, because there is a trend in the daily charts, kind of diversification. So it's move, it's correction, move, trend is valid, correction. Yeah, here is a kind of, here is another balance candle, but the changing of the color, which means 0.2, you know, highest probability entry there. So I open the trade there on a private account to go up to the last 0.2. So if we reach the 0.2, then everything is fine. Then we did it. Yeah. So in daily chart could be a great chance to go up a bit, maybe to the last high, $76 by one. here in oil. Great. So, by the way, that's the hourly chart. And let's go in gold in 4-hourly chart. So by the way, that's the main trend. Yeah, so that's the main trend. And I said yesterday, don't make a trade actually cause about the rate decision. And there was high volatility yesterday. So, and we have 2 different trades, by the way. So that's the main trend. But there is a secondary trend, and the secondary trend is facing upwards. This is this one. So, and the main trend is running away from the point of control, and the secondary trend is running in direction of the point of control. But as you can see, we reached already the point of control here. So which kind of trade you should do? No one. Because 2 trends, both of them are in the first possibility to make a trade. So which one you want to trade? That's the point. And this is not a clear signal. So in my private opinion, yeah, if I don't have an open trend, by the way, then I prefer to trade the leading trend. And the leading trend actually is facing upwards. Yeah, so just I'm waiting for a balanced candle to go long. If you decided to go short, that's really okay, because if you went here in, that's really cool. But if you did it yesterday, then you had a problem, unless you had your stop loss here and you're speculating that we reached a 0.2, then it's cool. So, but maybe I think you get out here or got out last night here or with the rate decision yesterday. So if you decided to go short below this balance candle, here this one, then it's cool. Then the 0.2 is the reachable point. Yeah. So, but if you see there will occur a balance candle in the next periods, then be careful. Then because then I think we will see this one. Yeah. And this is what I'm waiting for. And you see, all the time you have different trades that are working against each other, close to the point of control. Oh, it's better stay on the sideline. Just my private opinion, guys. Okay, so Euro USD in 4-hourly chart. Still trend continuation, as you can see here. Still trend continuation. So the point is, as I mentioned days before, I'm quite sure that we reach this point. Yeah, quite sure. Of course, we have no guarantees, but I'm quite sure that we will see this price. For us, the really, really cool point is, look where we are. We are deep in a green zone. It doesn't matter if the point of control will switch to the lower side, maybe here around about this price, 118, 115. But at the moment, we have to suppose that we reach the point of control, which is placed at 121.25. So cool, really, really cool. So don't miss the entry. Let's do it together. Not yet, so we need an uptrend, but actually it's still a downtrend, but wait for it, wait for it. Okay, so I have one trade open in daily chart. This is British pound Swiss franc, still in profit at the moment. So, you know, that's the trend. Maybe you don't see a trend right now. This is why you have to learn this craft of trend drawing. So move, correction, move, correction. Yeah. That was the first possibility. We used the second possibility. So, and now we are on track to reach the 0.2. Yeah. In daily chart, I don't care about the news. In daily chart, not really. Yeah. Below daily chart, you should be careful with British pound today. Yeah. But the probability is on my side, by the way. Yeah. But be careful with smaller time frames today. Okay. So before we go on, Before we go to the other running trades, I want to ask you something. And Nessie, if you are ready for Rumble, we can open the poll of the day. Let's see. Thanks a lot. You're really cool. Thanks a lot. So my question for you today is, and you can see it on YouTube a couple of seconds later too, why is perception so important for a trader? Why is perception so important for a trader? So 3 options. Because everything is perception. Answer number 2, reading the chart is always a kind of perception. Or maybe you say too much time with charts and trading. Oh, my question more than that was, I guess there's a little bit mistake. The third one should be sound like, why should I think about perception at all? But who cares? So everything, because everything is perception, or reading the chart is always a kind of perception. Yeah. And the third one should be sound, should be, why should I think about perception at all? So take your time. We'll go through the running charts right now. Okay, so we have still a trade in US dollar, Canadian dollar, and we are still on track. You know, that's the trend. Move, correction, and move. So, and we reached the point 2 already. There we sold half the position. Stop loss is in profit. Just let it go. I have a pending order to get out. Stop loss is here. And my exit target is here because I'm speculating a bit that we reach this high here again. So then British pound, New Zealand dollar. So we are still circling with the entry. So because you see what I did here. So let me show you. So move, correction, move, correction. So there was the balance candle, where the balance candle we get in here. So then reaching point 2. So my mistake was, because there was, my mistake was not to trade a stop into profit, because my speculation was that we reached a point of control. So therefore I trailed the stop here below this point. I got out punctually as always. This really stupid, damn it, game. So, but then I saw, okay, the trend is still valid. There was a cool balance candle. So I decided to get in again. Yeah. And I'm still speculating that we reached the point 2 and finally the point of control again. Yeah. And by the way, if you ask about what is the right decision today, I don't care about that. In 4-hourly chart, my stop loss is below, again, below the last 0.3. So just let it go. And of course, my final target is the point of control. So this is British pound, New Zealand dollar. Euro, New Zealand dollar. Running trade, we are still circling here. That's the trend with move, correction, move, correction, move here and the correction. So here was the entry. Let me see this. Yeah, here was the entry. Yeah, and I'm still speculating for a trend continuation and that we reach the point of control. So just nothing to do for the moment. Trend continuation is always more likely than trend break. Or maybe I try it differently. I guess this one. Now let me fix it. Yeah, that was my trend. So here we go. Exactly. So there was the balance candle. Therefore, there was the entry. So, but actually, we don't have a close above the last 0.2. And this is still the speculation, the high probability that we will have a close above the last 0.2, which is here, and then finally reaching the point of control. Euro British pound, this could be a little bit difficult today. Yeah, but we are circling around the point of control. So why we did this trade is easy. We follow the plan. So move, correction, move. And the first trend, a second trend arm, balance candle here, entry there. Yeah. And in the meantime, we had a new point too. Yeah. Now we are still in the correction. So another hit quote again. So it was a little bit difficult to make a partial profit or something like that because the distance was too small to do anything like that. So I'm just keeping an eye on it and just waiting if we will see a trend continuation or not. So then Euro Canadian dollar. Actually, still the trend is valid because we trade this trend here, this main trend, and we didn't, or we have not reached the point of 0.2 now. So which means we have to let it run. Point of control, stop loss is below the last 0.3. So just waiting. So we reached already the point of 2 almost, but not really. And the probability, you know, is always the same. Trend continuation, still a close above the last 0.2. So therefore, and more than that, you know, point of control is above. So far away. So just let it go, guys. Just let it go. So we can trail our entry to exit, final exit at the point of control. But of course, if you reach the 0.2, then we should sell half the position and trail the stop into profit. So as long as we don't see this situation, just let it go. Great. So, and the last one is Canadian dollar, Japanese yen. Yeah, so we trailed the stop. And so maybe this is a long running trade, you know, since mid of June. So as you see, there is a downtrend. But also now the market creates a new uptrend. So in case we will see this one, move, correction, and move. And now we will have a new uptrend right now. Everything happens in the fair price zone. So we have a really old trend. I will manage this in this way right now. So if we will see the next correction, which means there's the highest probability, then we will have a balanced candle. I close my short trend and open a long trend to work with a new probability. So this is what I will do with Canadian dollar, Japanese yen. So we see divergences in RSI indicator in many euro pairs, such as in Euro British pound. And so is this against following long strategy? No, I don't care about that. So follow the rules and not any correlation strategies, unless you have tested it. Yeah, then you can do it. If not, then just your perception. So I should have a look at British pound US dollar, of course. Let's do it. Yeah, to be honest, it's short. So in the meantime, it was about the rate decision yesterday. Now we have a trend, yeah, and the correction, but it's the third trend arm. 1, 2, 3. Third trend arm, so you need a correction, yeah, maybe, but to be honest, not really. You reach this low again, so I guess I will wait for a new uptrend. For down, it's not my business. Yeah. Okay, I have two new trading ideas for you guys, and this is New Zealand dollar, US dollar. Check it out. Here, move, correction, move. Actually, there was not really trend continuation here. So it means just still the second trend arm, first possibility, that was the rate decision yesterday. So maybe we will see a later chance to trend continuation to lower side. So keep an eye on it, not 11 o'clock, maybe 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Just wait for it. Then British pound, Canadian dollar, because we stopped out here, you see, with a profitable trend. And now there's a new downtrend. There is a new downtrend. Start here, move, correction, move. Now we will see, yeah, stupid, because we missed it, because that was last night. So maybe we have the chance. We don't see a trend continuation, and then maybe we get next chance, the next correction. But yeah, there was it. Yeah, but this is you see the law of probability. Yeah, and this is why I lose my money. And this is why it's so hard to increase my account, because I miss too many damaged signals. You see, that was in the morning at 7 o'clock. I guess it was 7 o'clock here. Yeah, 4 to 7, you see, and we hit 0.2 again. This is the money. And now you understand why it's not possible to become successful in trading if you have the wrong time frame. You see, and I missed it. And this is why I cannot increase my account. That's the point. So, and this is also responsible why you never will become successful if you have the wrong time frame. So for me, it's really damn it annoying. This is why you understand the point why all my accounts are working in daily chart or weekly chart, because there I can make sure never miss a signal. But all the time frames are lower because I have to be focused on my coachings and my clients and students and all the other stuff. This is what I want to teach you. Find the time frame which works for you and not what you think you can do. You can do, okay? So look, this stupid part. I missed the money again. Yeah. So therefore, you know, that's the point. So let me ask you, or let you give me the answer about today's question. Why is perception so important for a trader? So because everything is perception, and reading the chart is always a kind of perception. Why is it? Everything, guys, it depends from the pen. You know, we talked about it. This is a pen. This thing, for you and me, it's a pen. If a dog comes in, it's not a pen. For the dog, it's a chew toy. So that's perception. If we would have, if we will have a kind of ultimate perception on the right side of the chart, then everybody would trade the same thing. But we don't. And here's the answer. Everything is perception. Because there's only one ultimate thing in your life. And this is your running lifetime. Every human being, every being at all on this planet Earth, even the one-day fly, has one ultimate thing, and that's the final end. Because no one left this planet forever alive. There will come the end. Finally, in an ultimate way. The rest is just only perception. Even in chart, especially in trading. Because if we were to have all of us the same perception, all of us would say, let's go long or let's go short. That's the point. So everything is perception. And because of this absolutely truth, we have to think about how we can manage this kind of perception. What is right? What is false? What's the right trend? Is there a right trend? So what's the right per time frame? Is there a right time frame, or is there a false time frame? I can say, no, there isn't. And there isn't a wrong trend. There is no wrong or false. And this is why we should think about logic in trading. But this is so deep, this stuff, that you need time and a cool mentor who can help you to figure out the logic in trading, because everything is perception. I hope you learned a little bit today. I hope you learned the most about my own mistakes. This is what I want to teach you. Have a nice day. As always, have courage and be kind. And may the force of the rules be with you. See you tomorrow.